Welcome back and thanks for joining us. This morning we've got my friend Jeff Gray from Thunder Bay Marine Sanctuary here with us. As always, welcome.
Good morning. It's great to be here.
Awesome. So there's an upcoming research project called Alpena Amberley Ridge, as well as other projects coming up as well. Kind of tell me what the Alpena Amberley Ridge project is about.
Well, it's summertime, so the researchers are coming to Alpena to do a bunch of work. And when we think of the sanctuary, we immediately think of the shipwrecks and all the archaeologists and the historians come that. But there's a lot of other research that we do right now, and this research that we're doing right now is absolutely fascinating. Lake Huron changed. It wasn't always the same as it was as we think today, and at one point the water levels were so low that there was a bridge. Lake Huron was actually two lakes, and there was a bridge that went from about North Point all the way across to Canada. And there's an incredible researcher, John O'Shea out of University of Michigan, that believes that prehistoric people used to use that ridge to hunt caribou. And he's out exploring in several hundred feet of water, about 100 feet of water out there, looking for prehistoric sites, archaeological sites of humans from about 9,000 years ago. It's absolutely amazing. So what we're doing right now is we're mapping that area. And we've talked about mapping before and how little we know about Lake Huron. And our team's been out there living on a boat 24 hours for 10 days in a row, going back and forth mapping the bottom of the lake to better understand what's going on in the lake, and that will help Dr. O'Shea determine where he's going to look for these prehistoric sites.
That is super interesting.
Yeah.
Wow. So can people participate? Can they follow along, or how can they
we
kind
have
of get
tons of information on our website, thunderbay.noaa.gov, or on our social media. Just search Thunder Bay National Marine Sanctuary and you can find some information about this. And what this mapping does, it not only helps Dr. O'Shea determine if there's prehistoric sites there, but it also teaches us about the fishery habitat, helps for charting, for navigation, and potentially find a new shipwreck.
Wow. Yeah. Okay. So what are some other upcoming research projects that are happening?
I said this is a busy time. We have a team from New Hampshire that's here working out of Rogers City right now, and we talked a little bit about it last week, where they're doing very similar type of mapping, but they're testing new technology. They have an autonomous vessel. Basically, think of a Roomba. You just let this thing go, and it goes out back and forth and maps the Lake Huron. But a very expensive Roomba. It's got some of the most cutting-edge technology on it, and it's doing a very similar work, but looking, again, for fish habitat, different geology, and potentially some shipwrecks as well.
Okay. And then, of course, where can people find the sanctuary information or go for social media if they're trying to localize it?
Thunderbay.noaa.gov is the best spot. Rogers City, this autonomous vessel, it's actually working out of the harbor there, so you can walk by and you can actually see the vessel. We've done some live broadcasts that are archived on our website. There's another one coming up next week. So at thunderbay.noaa.gov, you can learn all about the sanctuary and you getting out and exploring these shipwrecks yourself, or about these research projects going on.
Perfect. Well, as always, it's a pleasure.
Thank you for having me on.
Thanks so much, Jeff.